Hey, everybody. Welcome into Warp Factor 10, our show about all things Star Trek. Of course, we're going to be talking about Star Trek Lower Decks, Season 3, Episode 3, Mining the Mines. So, of course, our review and breakdown of the episode. So, of course, before we start, I want to let all of you know, of course, that there will be spoilers in this episode. So, for all of you out there that have not watched Season 3, Episode 3 of Star Trek Lower Decks, please go and watch it before continuing to watch our video here. So, after you've seen the episode, please come back and enjoy our episode here. So, because we're going to be talking a lot of spoilers within the episode. So, uh, guys, this was a good one. Another good episode. The Cerritos, of course, goes to this kind of like an outpost where scientists were doing work on this remote planet, and it seems like the scientists are being turned into stone. And so the Cerritos is joined by the USS Carlsbad, another California class vessel, and they go there and they go to see what's going on, and they send away teams down to the planet from the Cerritos and from the Carlsbad, obviously. And the teams at the beginning, they don't seem to get along with each other very well. The Cerritos, of course, you have Mariner, and some of the others, and from the other ship, they were just we're here to get the job done. We're not here to mess around. And but later on in the episode, obviously that changes. But what did you think of the early parts of the episode, especially as they go down to the planet to investigate what's going on? Who wants to start? Burley,
I'll,
Carl? Yeah.
I'll start. I'll start.
Yeah.
I love the opening. You've got the one guy, and he gets the vision or whatever you want to call it of his old teacher in a toga, and it tries talking to him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm dumb. I'm gonna fall for this." It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
Yeah.
because it just works with the tone of this show of how ridiculous it is.
Uh-huh.
So even
Yeah.
though it is ridiculous, I love it.
Yeah.
And then just them coming down. You've got the one side being, we are serious, we take things seriously, and the other group are like, we just take our time, we'll goof off a little, have some fun.
Yeah. And of course, I was just going to say, and then Lieutenant Commander Stevens, he goes with the Cerritos group down to, to be the supervisor and everything. But that turns out, pretty bad. But anyway, go ahead, Carl. You're going to say.
Yeah, I like how they always set up a lot of these episodes where the regular Star Trek episode would have happened first, and then they're like the cleanup crew, right? Because the beginning, oh, this incident happened, and it was something like an Enterprise brokered peace between these people, and now you're here to do the grunt work,
right?
And that's where the episode goes. That's always, I love the premise every time they successfully do it. It's great.
Yeah, it's like the one ship's group was, they were supposed to deconstruct all of the scientific, equipment, whereas the Cerritos group was they were given the dangerous work of messing with all of those crystals and those green glowing balls, and everything. And it was funny. We get the next generation, person as well, Dr. Brahms. She was one of the images.
That episode with Geordi where he creates a hologram of her because he needs to solve some sort of problem, and she created the engine thing and warp. She did something with that warp drive engine.
Yeah, and she's referred to a lot in Next Generation, even in the episode Relics with Scotty and Geordi. Geordi mentions Dr. Brahms at the end of the episode with him as well. So
I like that's also Rutherford's fantasy. That's great.
Yeah.
So what was one of some of the interesting fantasies and the nightmares. Oh, the Borg snake thing.
The Borg snake and the clowns with batless and stuff.
Yeah,
the Klingon clowns.
Yeah, the Klingon clowns, man. Oh, God.
And then you had what's hers, where she has her girlfriend.
Oh, Mariner, yeah.
Yeah, Mariner's
her
girlfriend, the
girlfriend.
Andorian girl.
The Dorian. Does she wear hats? No, her antennae are too sensitive. I mean,
Yeah.
That was interesting. I think, is that the first time they made a reference to her being gay? I don't remember that.
I think it is the first reference.
I don't know about that. I mean, it got her to blush a couple of times, that's for sure. But I don't
I'm
know.
assuming that's what they're implying here, but
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. But what did you think later on in the episode between the two captains? I mean, they put the stone guy puts the stone on the table. It's supposed to be a gift, and it's like the captain of the Cerritos. She's like no, you take it, and then the other captain's like, no, you take it, no, you take it. I mean, it was like two children, just fighting each other over this piece of rock, but little did they know that there was like a device in that rock to listen into communications and things. So, but I mean, the childish like behavior of those two captains. I mean, yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah. And what did you think of course, Tendi in this episode too? I mean, in her training, to become like a medical officer and all. I thought that was
science officer.
Science officer. I'm sorry. Yeah, science.
Yeah,
officer,
she's going to science officer, and the person she goes to, it's like, I don't really know much about sciences, but I just skimmed the thing. There's a bunch of stuff by Spock and Vulcans and all this. You don't need to know any of that. The thing with science is there's a lot of science. I'm loving it, and you can just see on her face, she's like, oh God, I'm having to learn from this, and she's like just trying to find any way to get out of it and be like, okay, let me just take the exam, and I'll just go take the exam, and I'll go pass, and I can get all out of this. He's like, no, I've booked you a thing.
Yeah. So obviously later on, they find out that the scientists were working with the locals to store sensitive information, of course, from the psychic minds using Federation technology. I thought that was pretty interesting there. So, and kind of exposed these locals and the scientists as well. But I did like that part though when Tendi was in sick bay. And then it's like that guy that was going to have his foot cut off. I mean, that was pretty good.
I did like that. Some weird little thing, like biting his foot.
Yeah.
It's digesting his toes right now. You don't hear him complaining. He's like, "What?
Yeah.
Sedative." I love.
Yeah. You're not actually going to cut it off, are you? Yeah. So,
and there's enough crystals here. Cortex would be happy.
Yeah. And then it's interesting how the lieutenant commander, it's like he gets turned to stone or whatever. And then it's like at the end of the episode, like he comes back, he's like his arms are in casts and everything.
His arms broke off when he was stoned. I was like, oh my God, what are they gonna do?
No, it's just cast him off.
Yeah. But yeah, overall another great episode. So it was a good one. Yeah. It was
always fun
and humorous, and a lot of jokes and stuff like that. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought of Lower Deck season 3, episode 3. So and let us know if the minds of the minds. If you've had any kind of illusions or things like that, let us know in the comments. But we're looking forward to the next episode, and pretty soon they're going to be going to Deep Space Nine. So in the season.
I can't wait for that and see if they actually get the voice actor for Cisco, bring him back.
I do wonder, what characters might possibly appear. Who's around? I mean, the actor played Odo. Obviously, he passed away. But.
Yeah, Rene Aubois-Jonois, I think his name is. Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to when they get to Deep Space Nine, and of course, obviously, we had a lot of Star Trek news this past week. Obviously, some of the Lower Decks cast is going to be in Strange New Worlds season 2. for an episode. So I'm looking forward to that. And we did get, of course, our Picard season 3, the final season. We got the release on that, as well as other information regarding Strange New Worlds and, of course, Discovery.
There's an image out there of the actors playing the new engineer.
Right. The
Strange
comedian.
Worlds.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. So, check that out. It's pretty cool. So, looking forward to those series coming back as well. So, anyway.
And Picard, they've released the actual date. It's like February 13th.
Yep.
That's when it's coming back of next year.
And
so
it'll
the
be 10
final
episodes.
season.
Final season. And we saw the USS Titan. Yes. In that. So,
Let's
and I'm
see if the next gen cast and they get some the writers from Strange New Worlds. It's my hope.
It's too late, man. They filmed that before season 2 ended. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, in the final season of Picard, I'd love to see the Enterprise F. So, what it looks like. So, maybe we'll get that. I hope. So, but anyway, so that's been our, of course, our reactions and our breakdown of, episode 3 of Star Trek. Of course, the Lower Decks. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-hosts, Burley and Carl. We hope to catch you in the next episode of Star Trek Lower Decks. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Live long and prosper.